So I think I've got a really cool Esme Cuckoo deck for you today, and it did some freaking numbers for me. I fired off a quick 10 games with an 8-2 run, which that's a fantastic 80% win rate. But more importantly, I was up 19 cubes without snapping. I don't snap on videos. So this was definitely catching people off guard and winning with some big surprise plays. And that's in large part thanks to Esme Cuckoo creating some big opportunities. And, cards like Gore and Iron Man, even White Tigers and Sage can do that. And that's part of the reason I'm calling this deck the Miss Positive deck, because it looks a lot like a Mr. Negative deck, but you'll note no Mr. Negative. I thought you guys had seen enough Mr. Negative decks for a while. They're on ladder a lot. We play them a lot. We'll do more eventually, right? But I thought it might be more fun to fuse Mr. Negative decks with Agent Venom decks, because I've seen both of these successfully running Esme Cuckoo, because really Agent Venom decks and Mr. Negative decks do the same thing, right? They play cards with very low power values and then hope to buff those up via either Agent Venom or flip those and get them buffed up via Mr. Negative. But without relying on that, make or break status of a Mr. Negative deck. This has more reliability and consistency built in, because you now have Agent Venom that can get you some power plays, Esme, which can get you some power plays, and frankly, some cards are just inherently good on their own, like Wong White Tiger. I always say, don't sleep on this. It is still a very powerful combo. Gore is really big right now against all the Thanos stones. This guy is often 17, 19 power or something, and can be absolutely monstrous when you hit with like Cuckoo or Mystique or whatever. Some big plays there too. So basically, fusing those two decks together, Bast is another enabler in here as well that's in the Agent Venom build side of things. So having the lower cost Agent Venom payoffs you often see like Sage and Cassandra Nova, along with the high cost Mr. Negative payoffs you usually see like Gore and Iron Man. I tried to put a Taskmaster in here. Maybe you'd like that better over White Tiger, but I think he's a little clunkier to play in this list if you don't hit him with Esme specifically. So White Tiger Wong just felt like a better setup. But anyway, boy, did this work, dude. I didn't really think it would be this good or this strong. I thought it might be kind of a worse version of both of those decks. And that may prove true as you collect more data on this. I might have just had a good lucky run or something. But I will say I was beating top meta decks with regularity, as you're going to see in this video, beating Thanos decks time and time again with this list. And it seemed to really catch people off guard. And it felt smoother in almost every game than I expected. I really thought it would have clunky turns, but it often didn't. Even just, playing Wongs and honest stuff feels good. And then the Esme Cuckoo stuff can absolutely break things sometimes and power spike like crazy. So all in all, this was definitely a fun spin where I thought you guys might be sick of seeing Mr. Negative decks. We'll have to play more of those in the future, but for now, I wanted to try something a little more positive, and this is where we landed. And boy, is this deck doing some silly stuff, as you're about to see. Yeah, I don't really want my Venom debuff, but I also want to play Cassandra on 3. It's not actually as good, I will say. I do really want to play it on 3, though. I think I just debuff the Agent Venom. It's tough. This happens in the real versions of these decks as well, of course. Agent Venom Bast decks with Athena and all those cards. I call it the threes deck. It loves the threes. Okay, well, that's annoying. Mystique missed it. She's gapping us here. But these being at 8 and stuff is usually pretty good. Like getting out of Shang-Chi range and Native Layer can be really nice at least. This looks like some kind of tempo surge deck maybe. It's a good Cassandra Nova spot. Nova's going to 9 again, which is great against Shang-Chi if they have it. Some lists certainly do. Esme on 4 looks reasonable to me. Surge indeed, yep. Wonder how close this will stick to that list I posted when Surge came out. Or I've noticed quite a few like variations of that sort of list already, which is cool to see. Like move variations, certainly some Shang-Chi in there as well now. A lot of stuff pops up on Untapped. Not that they're like basing it off mine necessarily, but in that family of decks, I'm saying. Ooh, that's a sick Gore Mystique on 6, dude. That's so good. Let's just go White Tiger mid, maybe. Is that too locked in? It might be a little too locked in. We've committed a lot there. I don't want to lose it that easily. Forget it. Iron Man's better. Now, this deck does run Enchantress, but here's what I'll say. If they Enchantress the Iron Man, that means Gore and Mystique are free to go, right? They're just free. Free to go. So maybe that's almost like some bait. Also, we still have a decent amount of power there either way. Like, the Iron Man just seals the deal. But Gore Mystique is really spicy. And I guess you go big Gore Baxter building just because that's more important to win, right? Grapple Arrow, Acid Arrow going right. Okay, that's a cool play. It moves it over right. We don't need more than, that's fine. I'm just happy it's an on reveal, honestly. Like, that's the important thing to us, weirdly. Yeah, this looks exactly like our tempo surge list. So I'm expecting maybe an Enchantress here, which they need to be careful because that may not actually win them the game. They're snapping for the Enchantress. If they have Enchantress, they play like Kitty Pride here. Maybe another 1-cost card or a 2-cost has been discounted by Surge. I kind of lost track of the Surge. I'm just making sure Mystique holds, but it should. This is 4, which is really 20. She's going to be 20. That should hold. Enchantress mid. I mean, honestly, does Enchantress mid even win? It adds 11. They go to 33. I'm at 30. It barely holds. It barely holds itself. That is indeed. Oh, that's a hope. That's also fine. Yeah, it's just the Enchantress mid. They think they've sealed it. Oh, she's also Giga buffed. That's the second 12 power Enchantress I've seen today, dude. That's crazy. What the heck, dude? That's the second Enchantress that's hit an Iron Man that has been buffed by 12 or buffed by 6 from a single Gwyn pool. It's like they're sniping these Enchantresses. This is just a powerhouse play, though, dude. Gore Esme is ridiculous, and then a 322 Mystique, bro. Come on. Absolutely ridiculous. This deck is taking cubes off people who are overconfident, by the way, dude. Oh, goodness. Options. Okay. Sage is pretty cool in Bar Sinister, actually. Can be a cheap way to spike a lot of power there, which can be surprising for people. I think Venom into Cuckoo is a fine 2-3. Oh, dude, that just turns off all the fun. Oh, never mind. It's fun again. Yeah, we got it right back. Okay. Oh, my God. Game is potentially going to get crazy. Esme Camertage is nuts, right? Because you can get like Iron Man or Gore and then play multiple Iron Mans and Gores, and like Surge, very good for them as well, but not as like spiky as our output. You know, we also could magic this if we wanted to, but I think we're actually really good at stacking a spot. Oh my God, this is like the craziest set of locations ever. I gotta play Cassandra, right? It's too nuts against Thanos, dude. It just debuffs the entire deck. Wise. I might with the no. Oh my God, dude, this is getting wild, dude. This is getting wild. Esme can just like deny that, by the way. We might have to play magic on Nexus now, because I got a lot of power that can go elsewhere, you know? Suddenly I love Citadel and I love Convertage, because like Nova's already so big. I might just be playing magic left next turn, dude. I don't know. We got to decide, because Iron Man and Gore are just both ridiculous, right? But we got to worry about like Goliath sometimes. Wong Sage suddenly looking real good left too, dude. Oh my God, they just played an Enchantress. Gorgon ruining my copies though, dude. Esme Gorgon counter. Unbelievable nonsense. Now I kind of want to go back here again, dude, but like Sage Iron Man's like really cool again, and like Wong can still fit in there. You think the magic survives. I want to go back to Nexus now that they use Enchantress. Again, though, I just worry about Goliath, but I gotta like, maybe if I can stagger the power or get priority. I don't know. I don't think getting priority is going to be a trivial fashion, though, because that's still going to play for Nexus mostly, you know? They have that huge lead right now. Do they ever play the like Goliath this turn? I mean, honestly, right now, Gore like practically solos Nexus, which is pretty crazy. We could go Wong. Oh my God, this debuffed Wong is like extra cheap now. unbelievable. If they go Goliath this turn, maybe we just trust the Gore next turn, because they really wouldn't be that big here, right? Like, we'd have options, actually. Unfortunately, all these 1 power cards are just not that great, by the way. It's 1-1-1. They do have priorities that they played here. That's really just like 3 cards. Like Sage, you know, in other words, Sage is not that big. I could have a sick Gore Mystique play next turn, although no, Mystique is at a 3, right? She's not discounted, actually. I don't know, dude. I don't think they Goliath this turn, do you? That seems insane to me. I don't know. Red Guardian. Okay, I think we already got what we wanted out of that Ravona. That seems the thing. You can't Goliath here. It's just Thanos. Okay, we beat Thanos easy, right? Like, that's also just another body, thankfully, for the Sage, which is nice. But Gore just comes in now and destroys. Absolutely destroys. Not that we even need it, but it's also just undeniable, right? Like, they cannot interact with this. I guess there's like a quake or something, you know, like technically a quake could absolutely boom us. But yeah, nice, dude. Okay, I think we like Venom over Ravona, generally speaking, don't we? Especially without magic in hand. I need the power to hit like faster as opposed to stretching it out, I think. And Venom is just a 2/5 at a base too, which is honestly pretty nice. Ravona currently only hitting Gore in hand, so yeah. I mean, I will note, like, they do counter each other, right? Like, as soon as you Venom, your Ravona's kind of bad. So deciding, it kind of matters. Magic does, like, theoretically change things, but no, it's okay. With Magic, I guess, honestly, things don't need to be as cheap. So there's kind of, like, another side of that equation as well. And by the way, I do think it's totally fine to have both. Like, clearly they have their moments and have their... You're not always going to have both in hand. Ooh, Reality Stone early means Magic is... Magic's good. They're going to get a Venom, but they probably won't really want to play that until maybe late. Probably have some cards they don't want to hit. Yeah, let's go ahead and rip the Magic for sure. With Reality Stone gone, it generally sticks. Now we have, you know, excuses to do Fun Wong stuff. Gore generally pretty big against Thanos decks because of all the stones. A lot of them, most of them, in fact, have on reveals. Oh, they went ahead and ripped the Agent Venom. I wonder if they have stuff like Goliath or Mockingbird. Did they just have it all in hand? Like, clearly you can buff some of the stones, but they already had most of the stones. I don't know. I'm very curious to see what else is in the deck. Maybe they're an ongoing build like Goliath and stuff like that that's better. Sage could farm up Monster Metropolis with a Wong, so I think I'm cool with that. We might just go Mystique Ravona next turn. Ravona I'd normally play mid. Do we think that helps them at all? Probably not, since they just played Agent Venom. Very unlikely. Mystique Gore could be better, actually. Boy, Gore is very big right now. They have not played a Strange Supreme, so there's just a lot of on reveals. Ooh, I'm tempted. I don't know, dude. I will say if I don't play the Mystique right now, I admittedly don't have a lot to do. That Snap makes me think they found like an Goliath or like a Red Guardian or an Enchantress or something to answer this Wong. So I'm thinking about maybe just playing the Mystique somewhere else to like kind of catch them off guard here. And I think I actually just value Bast more than Ravona, right? Does a 5-cost Gore change anything? I'm probably still just playing the Gore next turn. Right? And then figuring something out on 7 with Sage and some other card, which honestly at the moment we don't have good lines for. These are all 3, so Ravona doesn't discount anything except Gore anyway. So I think I like the Bast better for now. But it might give me some stuff to do. Ah, yeah, the Cosmo. Nice, we dodged. Cool. Strange Supreme does unfortunately hurt our Gore plan, but thankfully there's only 3 turns, so hopefully there's some stuff left. Well, they gave me a lot of good cards, like just good little 1/3s and stuff. They're like counting on the Thanos to win left, which, boy, dude, I don't know. Gore is coming at that hard, dude. The Strange is gonna hurt me. It's the only thing potentially. Mid at the moment just looks totally free. Sage right with the Mystique is pretty sick. Also, White Tiger not bad. I don't know, dude. Let's see where this goes. Suddenly very intrigued. Hopefully Strange does not eat one of these to give them options, right? I don't want them to have options. I do want them to eat the Power Stone primarily. Ugh. Dang. This is protected from Red Guardian, but not Goliath. This is currently at This I don't know how this counts with ongoings and stuff, dude. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that it's always impossible to freaking tell what that does. I mean, I guess I have to. I guess Eliath just screws us. I don't know if I have a choice, though, right? I don't think I can get around that, to be honest. I'm really annoyed they didn't hit like Power Stone or something. I mean, it would have made this harder to win as well, potentially, but I don't think we're catching this if I add numbers here, are we? I mean, maybe. There's a lot of on reveals. This is an on reveal. This is not. Maybe we try to catch it, though. I don't know. Need to put at least one card here, right? I don't even know if Sage beats this Strange Supreme, does it? I'm not... It's going off twice, theoretically. I think Eliath is still a real risk, yeah. So I'm hoping to win left here, ideally. Sam is he an on reveal? No, right? Oh, we got it, though! Yes! Even better! Yes! I love how hard we played around all their stuff, dude. Like we saw the Wong snap, like they snapped on Wongs. We said, okay, let's move away from that. Then we said, okay, God, Strange gave them space. That means Eliath. So we move away from this. We pivot back left. You know, we just get a big enough gore. And then thankfully they locked in mids. That was pretty easy. That was the kind of difference for Strange, I guess. So sick, dude. Gore at 20. Oh, he did flip Monster Metropolis, by the way. I never know how the ongoing stuff works with this. It doesn't make sense to me ever. Sometimes it's like it ignores ongoing, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know the rules, but anyway, he did flip it, which actually made the difference too, I guess, right? Yeah. Icon gone, Ravona gone. Okay. Agamotto deck. We really haven't seen much of that. They've got 12 cards in deck still. So is that Thanos and Agamotto? Maybe just Thanos. No, it's got Agamotto for sure. Maybe just Agamotto. I can never remember deck counts, dude. I'm bad. Agamotto adds 4 cards to your deck. You have a 12-card deck. You had 4 in your opening hands. I guess it's just Agamotto, right? Either way, Cassandra is often still bigger because of the Agamotto. Because if they have a few in hand, which we know they had at least 1 in hand, the deck is still usually full of a few extra cards. I mean, it's just 10 right now, so theoretically at least 7 for Cassandra. Do we like that better than an Esme, I guess, is the question. Probably. Esme's still solid next turn, right? So I think probably just getting a nice big 6, 7, 8, let's say 7 or 8 power card down here is probably going to feel worth it. 7 or 8, probably the number, right? 8. Yeah, Esme can hit here. I don't even really technically like it better than Nakia because 5-4 Iron Man's pretty great. That would be 8, 12, 24 here, and then you just splash Gore right late. I think that's better than Esme in this case. Maybe if Esme hit like exactly Mystique and you knew you could do like Iron Man Mystique, you'd like that a little better, but I don't know. For the sake of what we got, I think this is better. Maybe Iron Man goes mid now. You only go to 14 left. That doesn't feel very good. This is 24. Feels a lot better. Opponent's deck, we don't have any data really on what they are. Agamotto, Gwynpool, and the Collector randomly generated, so it's just impossible to know what to expect. They have a lot of energy this turn. Do you trust Gore? Could do like this. Go 11. It just feels so weak. I mean, like, this is more heads-up power, right? We know we have 7 and 8's 15. Gore's only a visible 10 right now, but I'm mostly interested in winning 1 spot, and I think Gore will generally scale up and go to, like, 14 anyway, and instead of spreading it all weird with this, we get to stack it, because we're saying we hope to trust Iron Man at 24, which, I mean, obviously is susceptible to lots of things, Enchantress, etc. Definitely dodging Red Guardian with that Agent Venom, though. So that's kind of nice. Oh, God, Enchantress. Wait, that's... Oh, 14 to 12. Oh, bro. Brutal, dude. Brutally close. So we almost get there on stats anyway. Freaking Winds of Watum. Still too big. Yeah, I mean, there's just no idea what this deck's gonna have, right? It's impossible to guess. Also, this being buffed 3 times by Gwenpool. I didn't even see that, dude. If that's not buffed 3 times, they don't have a chance this game, dude. No way. Even 2 buffs, we win a tiebreaker, don't we? No, we lose a tiebreaker, I guess. 1 buff would have sufficed. Okay, magic left is definitely intriguing. Although, you know, we could just use like a gore to try to hold that down potentially. Everybody and their brother's playing Thanos. Pegasus is actually pretty sick, dude. We just go Magic Wong, maybe. Ooh. Oh. I think we do this, right? This is insane right now. Oh my god, yes. And we can actually Cuckoo next turn as well. Don't draw too many cards. Nice. No cards drawn. Not all the Cosmo too. Let's go. We dodged the Cosmo. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. All right, so this is a monster. 22 power. Entire deck is debuffed down to 0 for all like the stones, or -1 even. That's great. Obviously, you know, some stuff's bigger, but you get the idea. I mean, do we rip an Esme here, man? Does it copy the same card twice? Surely not, right? It should copy different cards. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely not good at Krakoa. I mean, literally only like Agent Venom or these Esme cards are any good there. Actually, Gore is kind of insane, I guess, isn't it? Dude, even more energy cheat. +5 earlier, now this. Beautiful. Does it look at the base value? Or I honestly have no idea, but maybe it doesn't matter. I think I'm just playing Gore, Iron Man, Sage. Maybe Mystique goes in there somewhere, like Mystique left. No, Mystique won't. Mystique left won't do anything. It'll be negative power. Maybe Mystique goes mid for that reason, but Sage left is weird. Four here is just not interesting. She only did 1 card, by the way. Oh no, she did 2. I'm dumb. Never mind. Gore is one of them. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just start with Gore and see where it goes. I mean, Mystique left is not crazy. It might actually just be better than Iron Man, honestly. You kind of need Iron Man to win here, maybe, but you don't really necessarily need Iron Man to win mid. Or, excuse me, you don't necessarily need... Oh, it actually counts the... Oh, my good God, dude. Okay, well, this solves a lot of problems. This just makes us, like, strong across the field. So it's maybe literally just Ravonna Sage. I think I trust us. I mean, Right's still shaky, to be honest. It's not by any means locked in or anything. Red Guardian, that's kind of fine, weirdly. We're not... I mean, Sage was help to there, but not mandatory. It's almost like they need a Shang-Chi to win this, you know? Wakandan on Iron Man's pretty cool too, dude. I mean, we're up 8, we're up 6, and we're up 10. That sure looks really good. I mean, maybe you still just put the Sage here, because from a power difference standpoint, like that's... I guess she would be in Shang-Chi range for sure, because we got 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Yeah, that would kind of double down on Shang-Chi a little bit, but she definitely doesn't want to go right because of Cosmo. I mean, I guess left is okay, but feels like excess. Yeah, I don't know why we're talking about it. Obviously, we just blew them out. It does not matter. Just completely blew them out. That's great. The Gores were nuts. Great hit off Esme. All right, good Bast actually. Yeah, well, not the world's best Bast, but I think we can play her just in case we get a 2-drop we like. There is definitely a world we could wait till turn 2 and greed her a little bit. I mean, it's a what, 2 out of 8, so 75% of the time we're better off waiting. 25% of the time we're better off going. I guess you play the odds, don't you? You just go for the 75% here because you're more likely to draw a good card. I guess Esme kind of changes that math a little bit, but not much. Sage is definitely a payoff for that decision. Yeah, it's clunky. This is a terrible Sage location. 5 cards, all the exact same size. That's tough. Gore looking very good with all these stones right now. No Strange yet. Turn 3, I guess we're playing Magic. We haven't seen a Reality Stone, but... Ooh. That's a good Sage spot too, to be honest. I think we play this Magic because we have nothing else good to do, but we kind of assume it's going to get turned off by Reality Stone. Unless the opponent just decides to go for Bar Sinister because they're behind already. Could be logical. They really want to find their Strange Supreme, by the way. Like, really want to find it. I think Wong Tiger would normally have been my line this game, but you feel like you're wasting Bar Sinister a lot of the times in that case. This feels like Reality Stone. Yep, called it. That does actually, in a weird way, make my life better, both for the Magic and honestly for like Wong shenanigans, because now I can do crazy Wong shenanigans. Now, we're not running... Yeah, let's do this here, actually. I kind of like the idea of Sage beating Mockingbird, but I also don't want to be exposed to, like, Red Guardian, which Bast protects the Wong. It wouldn't protect a Mystique. I don't have Taskmaster in this deck. Like, I really wanted to include... Oh, my God, dude. I'm dodging bullets over here. I really wanted to include a Taskmaster, but I just couldn't figure out, like, where it went, basically. I was basically struggling to find a spot for it. Dude, I wonder if you save Mystique now for, like, Iron Man or... somebody else. I kind of like Iron Man here as well, but I don't know if I have a way to add power without hitting exactly Gore. Agent Venom's okay at it. This lets you go like maybe Mystique mid with a... I don't even know. Sage wouldn't be that good. I just hate not playing for curve here. I mean, maybe it's just fine to go White Tiger on curve here. Tigers are contesting pretty well. Even mid, you know, that's 16. That'd be a 15-point lead effectively. Left, they match up pretty well as well. Strange does add some complication here. We split the Tigers. That's fine too, I guess. Iron Man left now looks a lot more interesting too, I'll say. Ten power Nova here versus a... This is only a 7 power Sage. That puts you up 17-2 is a 15-point lead. You want to play both of these, but you just don't love a 5 power Nova here, right? It just doesn't feel good enough. I'm not really convinced that the Nova feels good enough here either, but I know for sure I want to play Iron Man left. It takes you to 22 plus... Boy, that's not good either, though. I kind of think I need a Gore. Maybe Agent Venom Iron Man next turn is good enough. We have priorities, so this sucks. I hate ripping this early. I hate ripping this early, man, but I think it's the right call. I don't know. We're just not that big anywhere right now is the problem. You assume right holds because 14's really good unless they complete a Thanos. Maybe this Sage holds too because they went small. Yeah, they did go small. They did complete the Thanos, but do we eat the Power Stone? Strange? No. I need Agent Venom or maybe a big enough Gore. Yeah, I think Gore might hold actually. Okay, this might be fine. Thanos wins right, but we hold mid and we win left too, right? Strange only ever gets, what, 5 bigger max is 26, so we beat that. Yeah, we're okay. We're actually chilling. Okay, nice. So some tough decisions we made, but I like it. We played around like Goliath fairly well too, I guess. I mean, I guess it's like a blue Marvel maybe or something to catch me off guard. Shadow King wins even harder, dude. Crazy. Oh, I forgot Gore does also get smaller if he eats there, but so maybe Power Stone wasn't actually the biggest, but probably about the same, right? Because he ate it, he gained 4, we lost 2 as a 6-point swing. Power Stone, if he ate that, would have been a 5-point gain, so about the same. Yeah. Good win, dude. Though we made some tough calls. It was like clunky game, honestly. Did not feel smooth, but we still beat basically the best deck in Marvel Snap. So good stuff. We might be in trouble. Our opponent is quite the macho man. I am not a macho man, unfortunately. I always wanted to be a macho man. I'm not, though. I'm a nerd man. No macho man here. I do like Slim Jims, though. Anyway, we're playing Agent Venom on 2. Blade for the opponent. Ooh, Gore Blade. Is this a Hella deck, dude? Not a bot. I think we're playing a Hella deck, which is kind of scary. We can get really big numbers, though, I will say, so... definitely not impossible for us to beat, but we're gonna need a magic because definitely not happening with Sage. Wong Mystique Sage is very good, but you need another play to go with that. It's not that simple, right? What else did they discard just now? Oh, they just discarded Hella! There are definitely some ways to get that back, but they're not necessarily trivial or guaranteed ways to get that back. You know, Ghost Rider, etc. But then you have problems because, like, well, what if my Ghost Rider doesn't hit? Boy, no magic. I can't. Gore is not even. I think it's just this. I hate that they're getting debuffed though. But I mean, it's still 12 power, which is not nothing. You know, it's not nothing, and I just don't have another good line. I don't think. Oh God, it is. Just kidding. Infinite being discounted is just ridiculous, dude. It is nothing. Functionally nothing. I mean, what else do they play? They don't. I mean, if they have Ghost Rider, they could hit a Hella. Blink. Ghost Rider, Blink. I don't know how that works, but they can't win all three spots, right? Is what I'm getting at. Everything they do. I guess if they Ghost Rider into Hella, exactly, they can. But anything else, any of the other two. So, like, for a 2 out of 3, I think we take this, right? Iron Man is just better than Gore usually, although Gore is already 13 with Bast, and Iron Man is putting us to 30. I mean, it's whatever, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Oh good lord, that Gambit is terrifying. Oh, that's a tie left. Oh god, do we win a tiebreaker? Yes, we do. Oh my god, Gambit is terrifying. Wow. Gore actually would have been... would have still maybe won the game. This game is weird, dude. Basically, you know, Iron Man was worth 18. Gore would have been worth 17, it looks like. So would have still won the game, but terrifying. Ooh. So, hand is not good, really, right? We're looking for Ravonna, Venom, Cuckoo early, always. Okay, hand just got a little better. We do have Limbo already, which probably helps us. Like, stuff like Wong, Mystique becomes really interesting just organically. Esme next is cool. Can we find an Esme? Cassandra also pretty great early, honestly. Ooh. I think we... Wong on 4, Nova on 5. The problem is they just draw so many that... I don't know if Nova Wong's worth it. I think we might just play Nova now. I mean, I do lose the Esme, though, too. Esme has currently, I would say, 3 good hits, 1 okay hit, and 2 not so good hits. Yeah, I'm not gonna greed the Nova, honestly. I don't know. The later you play it, like, it can get bigger with Wong Mystique, obviously, and kind of like catch up on stats, but there are less like things to hit with the debuff as well. In other words, you know, now they're gonna have time to draw the debuffed cards and play them, so that also adds some like meaningful power difference, I think. Wong, Mystique, Sage. We don't have a Taskmaster in this deck, so trying to think about where things want to go. This kind of has more different numbers right now, although Wong and Ravonna are together. I mean, I guess Wong could go mid, but it's really overkill with Nova. She's already pretty big. I don't know. I guess left is fine. I'm thinking like one big card there. Maybe Gore can go right. Gore might still make sense mid too. This next turn definitely feels like Esme in Sage into Esme, or well, actually, we want Mystique first probably. Gore Mystique could be better. Strange is eating a lot of on reveals potentially though. All the little stone on reveals. So how big does Gore get, and do we just prefer Sage in that case? There's also Iron Man Mystique as well, which is Iron Man is very strong mid, admittedly. Esme might make me 2 Iron Mans anyway. Really literally just a 50-50 on the Esme, whether it's good or bad, I don't know. Opponent is snapped. We might be getting a Reality Stone left, of course, so maybe for that reason it's better to just play Magic now. Like, Esme is still good later, it doesn't really matter. Iron Man's so good on Nidavellir that I don't really want to turn off Nidavellir. I think we just turn off Monster Island. I think this plays around Reality Stone so much better. They seem to be snapping maybe because they found the Reality Stone. Oh, that might be why they're snapping actually. Okay. Well, that is definitely going to hurt us. It does mean Reality Stone is not what they're thinking about though. Thanos just gets to run 18 freaking tech cards as well. Esme plus Venom. Final turn looks like Gore Sage usually, although Iron Man could definitely be playable. 3-cost Iron Man and a 4-cost Iron Man. We actually could have 2 Iron Men. Maybe you put Venom here so you have a little bit more stats for Iron Man. Because you kind of trust the Nidavellir stats to be enough for the regular Iron Man. I mean, there's also potentially Gore left is still kind of intriguing, but he's just not that big right now somehow. Okay, they turn off this Limbo. A-Bomb left, committing super hard there. Okay, so this is literally just lining up for like Thanos mid. Strange is going to eat to make space though, so it could get complicated. White Tiger. Not really the hit we wanted, you know? Spacing is like weird. Iron Man. Do you trust Iron Man mid? You're gaining another 8. That's 32, 64. If they played Thanos fully buffed, they'd go to 56, 61. I mean, maybe, as long as you trust Sage right. Actually, this probably still holds. Maybe Thanos goes right. That might be harder to beat if it's 22. Is it 22? The stone could get eaten. Oh, Eliath. God, this deck is so annoying, bro. So annoying, dude. So annoying, dog. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Never mind. This deck's amazing. He ate the monster, bro. I love Doctor Strange Supreme so much, dude. Unbelievable, dude. They had 2 other targets. I mean, actually 4. The shield, too. Speaking of which, they did not eat that shield for a long time, which got their cap much bigger. Bro, this is wild. What a steal. Oh, I love it, dude. That is such a fun steal.